Scott Garibay, and this video is on computer literacy. So I'm a technology professional, and so I track different changes in technology fairly closely, and I've been very blessed to be in the technology field, and it's a great field to be in. It just continues to grow like crazy, and so I deal with information technology, specifically computers, and so this is something that I've come to. This is a specific belief that I've come to have, and it revolves around computer literacy, and it's essentially kind of a harsh reality. And the reason why I'm going to talk about it today is I'm a husband and a father, and so if you're a husband and a father like me, then you have people you need to provide for, and so you want to be on the cutting edge. You want your basically. One of the things I've always felt a long time ago, I read a lot of business books, Good to Great, and Eat the Frog in the Morning, Who Moved My Cheese, all those different business books. And one of the things I learned a long time ago is that job security does not come from you being essentially, you making yourself invaluable to your current company. Job security comes from having a skill set that's so strong that you can walk out the door at any moment. Right, so I actually the exact opposite. I stay with my companies as long as I can. I like this. I actually when I work, my model is Passepartout. I really loved the Around the World in 80 Days books, and there was this character Passepartout, and he was really a special character. So he was super competent. He was probably more competent than Phileas Fogg, and just super competent and super loyal and super productive, and he was always behind the scenes getting things done, right? He wasn't the main guy, right? So I'm actually not much of a people person. I'm a lot better with technology. I really struggle to be good at dealing with people, and I'm always trying to make my social skills stronger. But so one of the things is, your job security is the ability always to get a new job the next day, right? And so that's what I'm always trying to do. I'm trying to keep my skill set strong. And so that's where this belief came that I learned. And here's my belief. I believe that that knowing computers, being able to type, being able to know menu interfaces, being swift and adept on computer is not just a new literacy, it is the literacy now, right? So if you teach your kids to read, and they cannot use computers well, they're essentially illiterate, which is really sad, right? And so, but it's a harsh reality of our modern day, and I'm saying this for a specific reason. So if you're a parent, basically a lot of parents really struggle with the internet, and they're not wrong to struggle with the internet. The internet is extremely dangerous, right? So when you turn on your computer, it is a power tool. You got to understand this, right? So it is absolutely a power tool. So a chainsaw is a power tool, right? So a chainsaw can cut down a tree in maybe a tenth the time it would take a normal man, one man to, or it would take several men usually to cut down a tree with a saw. I mean, it would take 2 men to cut down a tree with a saw, and it would take a lot of time. With a chainsaw, 1 man can cut down a tree maybe in seconds, right? But because it's powerful, it's incredibly dangerous, and you can easily cut off your hand. Right, and so what parents do is they see, oh, internet's a power tool. I'm not going to let my kids have it, and so they cut their kids off from using internet. They use filtering services, all this stuff to put a layer between them and their children, right? And this is incredibly dangerous. You cannot do this, right? What you have to do is you have to get in and you have to let it get messy, right? So the way me and my wife handle this is our kids are we have a computer in the living room, right? And one of the things we do is no televisions, no computers in bedrooms, right? We've done this for a long time. And the reason why, so all the computers are in public spaces, right? So and basically we do not allow any kid under our roof from 1 to 18, right, have any privacy on any computer. You don't even want to set the expectation of privacy. We have every login, every password, for every social media our kids are involved with, for every single site they're on, and we, at any moment, will walk behind them and look at what they're doing on the computer, or we will log into any of their sites and see who they're connected with. And so we monitor their use of the computer, and we also tell them we don't like that site, you're not going on that site anymore, right? And so, but you have to let your kids be on computers. You want to have them learn to type, learn to use a mouse, learn to use as much technology as quickly as possible, because any gap in their computer knowledge is really a gap in their reading knowledge. Essentially, computer literacy is the new literacy, right? So it used to be if you could read, you were literate, and you were positioned to do well in life, right? I'm a big readers are leaders. Reading is extremely powerful. Now, reading is a foundation, right? It's expected. And the real leaders now are going to be all extremely competent they're going to be extremely competent with computers. And so that is extremely important. And so you do not want to cut your kids off from using the internet. You want to get right in with it. You want to be close to them as they're using the internet. You want to encourage them to use computers. You want them to be as comfortable with computers as they are with books, because they are the new books. They are the new tool to determine who's going to read, who's going to be able to earn, who's going to be able to lead, to really determine